Microsword57 here, coming at you with another narrator battle. I'm still attempting to make these work out for me. So I start off with my Slow King. You have definitely seen this team before. He sets off using Baku, or a top soldier named Baku Cho. He goes for a hidden power, so I'm expecting a super effective. Most people don't just go for a regular effective hidden power on a Slow King. So it is indeed super effective. I don't come out the green. I go for a surf. Hit that top explosion, super effective, but because of his special defense is so good, it barely lives. Just barely lives. Now, he switches out, and I go for the surf. He switches in, I'm Meganium. So Meganium's gonna take the surf better than anything. I'm just saying, Meganiums really can take hits, and I'm not very effective hit by that. So I expected some type of screen or some type of dual screen, because that's what they do. So I went for Encore. He brought back in his Tie Explosion, and Encore's not going to do anything because no move was done. So he goes for the hidden power again, and I go for the surf to take that out. So basically he brought in Meganium just to take damage. It was kind of a waste, but okay. Still maintaining my green health. I go for the surf. It kills, obviously. Now, I'm pretty sure he sends back out Meganium. Oh no, he sends in, what is this? He sends in a Smogon. I go for the surf on this Smogon because I know I can take anything it throws at me, including Dragon Claw, which he goes for. Dragon Claw is gonna do a lot of damage to my Slow King, but I go for the surf. It's not super effective since he's part dragon, but it's gonna do some good damage to him. It doesn't really, it doesn't do as much as I was hoping. I was hoping for at least half damage, but it's okay. I'm taking on my Slow King because that regeneration ability help his health go up by, I think, 1/3, which really helped. I bring in some Mungus, trying to get that effect spore done on him, on his physical Dragon Claw, and that does pretty decent damage to me, and I do not get the effect spore. His Smogon is carrying the leftovers, and obviously for my first battle, my Mungus is carrying the leftovers. Now, he switches into his Meganium again, but I go for the Toxic. I missed the Toxic, which is really sad, you know, because I was really hoping I can get a Toxic on a switch-in is real good, and I kind of blew it. So he goes for the light screen. I'm just going to go for the Toxic again because I seen that coming, and Giga and Drain, I'm doing that again. Giga Drain is not going to do anything to a Meganium alone, and now with light screen, it's just going to do twice as little. So now, Leftovers does his thing, Toxic does his thing on him. He sets up the Reflect. I don't have any physical attacks, and I'm not planning on even attacking this thing anymore. I set up my Ingrain to help support my Leftovers and keeping my health up and getting it even higher than it normally is, or than it is at the moment. Leftovers add, Ingrain X takes me up to 402 in HP, and the Toxic does that to him. He goes for Aromatherapy to take that off, and I predicted Aromatherapy, so I re-toxic them. That's just, I mean, it's kind of mean to re-toxic somebody after they take it off, but at least it's not going to do as much damage to him, so he's safe from that, I guess. Leftovers takes me up to max health. So Ingrain was not needed after that. Toxic does a lot less than it would have. I expected another Aromatherapy, so I went for a Toxic. That or a switch. He goes for Dragon Tap trying to knock me out, but since I have Ingrain in, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here. Effect Spore can't affect him anymore because he has that poison on him. I'm back up to max health because of Ingrain and Leftovers, and Toxic is starting to rack up again. He takes it out because he wants to slow down that build up of Toxic, and he brings in Cobaline. Cobaline was actually sort of a problem for my Mungus. Toxic doesn't affect him because he's still fighting, so that takes out one of my moves. He has Light Screen up, so my only attack left is Giga Drain, and that's not going to do much, so Light Screen not very effective on Cobaline. He goes for the Swords Dance. I can't switch out, but Swords Dance is at least telling me that he has all physical hits, and that gives me a chance to get that effect spore off. He goes for a super effective X Scissor, which does more than half, definitely more than half, and he's Life Orb, so that did Among just took that very well for a life orb, so it's been super effective. I go for Giga Drain, trying to get a little HP, just trying to support my ingrain and leftovers a little bit. So yeah, racks up, helping me out. I'm trying to make it where though I can take at least another hit, because I'm really trying to get that effects ball where though he will probably switch out at the band or sleep. He goes for the close combat, I protect so I can get my health up a little more to ensure that I live. You know, unless a critical hit happens, which it doesn't, and I'm so happy about that. So I'm at 311 health. Light screen comes off. He iron hits me, and I feel like it's time to go for some Giga Drains. I don't know why he went for iron hit instead of the move he last did. Effects ball kicks in. I'm at 11 health. I go for the Giga Drain. That light screen is down. Life orb hits him a little bit. You know that recoil. So yeah, I'm gonna take some of that health from him, and this is gonna happen for a while he's asleep. Giga Drain takes me up to 37. Leftovers take me up to waiting for it 63, and then Ingrain takes me up to 89. So you can tell this is a good health combo. I mean, it keeps him very healthy. Keeps him very healthy. He's asleep again. I go for the Giga Drain because I want to be ready for when he wakes up. I want to be able to survive another hit when he wakes up, and what the health I have now, I know I can't. I get 116 from Giga Drain now. Then I'm at 142 from leftovers, and then 168 from Ingrain. So my health is really getting up there really fast. His health is going down. I lied. So Giga Drain, I'm doing it again because I really want to be ready, and I want to have a lot of health. I can possibly have enough health for like I switch him just in case he decides to randomly switch out. And I'm guessing he's not gonna do that because if he's switching something else, I might get if it does more to that Pokemon, then I could get a lot more health than what I'm getting from this Smogon. So I go for Protect, expecting him to wake up, and he sleep about 4 times, so he got off pretty lucky there. A Giga Drain probably would have killed it. If it didn't kill it, when he wakes up this turn, life orb damage would have killed him. So I'm at 298. I go for Protect. I fail, sadly. He wakes up, so it was flip-flop. I protected the turn he was sleeping, failed the turn he woke up. He goes for the Iron Head, and that kills me off. I think life orb takes him down to about 1 HP, but since it's like never 1 HP, I guess 14 HP or 6 or 7. So I bring in Microsword to go for the Ice Shard and get rid of him, because we still don't want that Source Dance boost coming at us like that. That takes out Cobaline. By the way, this is actually my first time fighting a Cobaline. This battle was my first time fighting a Cobaline. And look how well I did. Look how good I did. So John sends out a Blastoise named after himself, which I like. I haven't done that yet, and I should probably do it with a Dusknoir, since I really love Dusknoir. I like Dusknoir, Duskull, Dusclops, anything with Dusk in it. So he goes for the Iron Defense on the switch, which was pretty good prediction on his part, but maybe he could have expected me to stay in and try to attack him. I don't know, but he was good. He doing what he do. He goes for the Scald on my Slowking. Slowking's gonna take that like it ain't nothing, but he gets the burn. And look at this, Lumberry. I forgot. My leftovers was taken. I don't know where my leftovers went, but I wound up having a Lumberry, and look how it came in handy. So I go for the Encore, get him stuck using Scald. I switch out, and I'm bringing in a Lantern, because this Lantern can take that Scald like it's not. This Lantern is HP and Special Defense EV, so a Skull from a Blastoise is not gonna hurt me at all. He doesn't get the burn, which probably would be the main thing to help him. He switches out, and I stay in and go for the Skull, if I believe so. No, I'll go for Amnesia. Yeah, I wanted to prepare because I expected a switch. If not a switch, another Skull, then Amnesia would have just made Skull so sad for him. So Poison's starting to rack up slowly. I'll go for the Skull just to help out the Toxic, make it seem like it's doing more. He goes for the Dragon Tail to take my Amnesia boost away. Sad, but it happens. And he drags out a Microsword. That is sad. He dragged out a Microsword on that Meganium, and you know an Ice Shard right now is gonna kill you. So he just set you up. They just set you up. And when I say they, I mean the game set you up. Ice Shard, kill. So now no more screens is gonna be popping up to be helping nobody, and no aromatherapy to be saving nobody's lives from Toxic or whatever comes at them. So So he brings in a Flygon, and I'm just gonna ice shot because those things, I don't know, I think Microsword can outspeed him, but ice shot is just the best thing. Double super effective, easy kill. Why not? Now, it's a critical hit, and I'm not gonna say it didn't matter because I don't like when people do that in their videos. That just happened. A crit happened. He brings in a Siglian, and he hits me with an ancient power, which I didn't really see coming because, I don't know, it's just unusual. So that takes me pretty low, but it was a crit. And I'm like, ooh, I took that perfectly, but I missed Stone Age, and that's sad. And then that Flame Orb Psycho Shift combo, I expected, so I went for the Ice Shard. You gotta get some damage before he try to cut your attack in half, and it's still super effective and stab. So why, look at that, so close to half health, and he goes for Ancient Power, so that means I could have Stone Age. But better safe than sorry. He goes for the Ancient Power, that of course very little. I'll go for the Ice Shard again, and I'm just gonna do this because I do not want to have a burn on him before I can get some good damage off. And he goes for a Sword Power, which is a Psychic type attack that does more damage based on the more, I think that's only defense stats. It might be both stats or all stats, but it does more damage depending on how much of your stats is raised. And it's a Psychic attack, so it was stabbed, but it only has base 30 alone without stab, so not really much. He brings in his Blastoise, and I go for the Super Power. I just want, why not? I can sacrifice a Microsword. Microsword, I'm sorry, you did so well, but we want to get a little damage on this Blastoise before he sets up Iron Defense or brings in anything. I mean, not bring anything, but before I bring in something to tear it up. He goes for a super effective Skull, which takes me out. And I'm still liking how he named it after his own username. So John is in here with his leftovers. I'm bringing this Lantern, which is a perfect counter for this Blastoise. So he goes for the Skull, which is not going to do any damage to me, as you saw before. And the funny thing is, I go for Amnesia, so that Skull is doing a lot less. I just like messing with people. I just like making things go longer than it has to be. So he goes, now, think about this. Skull has been pretty much blocked by Amnesia and my EVs. And if it burns me, this Lantern has Heal Bell to fix that up. And I have super effective Thunderbolt, so it was a perfect counter for this special attacking Blastoise. So I'm gonna Thunderbolt like normal, like the most obvious thing to do. Leftovers helps him out a little bit. I mean, it's not really going to save his life at this point. At this point, it's over. He goes for the Skull. I take that beautifully. Just imagine that this thing had Water Absorb. He would be so sad. And I tried to give it Water Absorb to be exact, but it just wasn't working. I don't know, something was going wrong. But I'll go for the Thunderbolt, and it's gone. So, good game, John. I'm sorry I had to kill you, because not literally, I mean, like how it's named after you and I killed it, sorry. But good game, and yeah, good game, nice 10.